In this video, I will tell you about the timers in 8051 microcontroller. There are two timers in 8051 microcontroller, timer 0 and timer 1. The hardware module of timer in 8051 microcontroller can be act as a timer or counter. When it acts as a timer, we can use it to generate a time delay, and when the hardware is act as a counter, then we can use it to count the event happening on T0 and T1 pin of 8051 microcontroller. These two hardware modules is associated with two 16-bit registers. Timer 0 is associated with the TH0 and TL0 register. Timer 1 is associated with TH1 and TL1 register. The basic operation of timer module in 8051 microcontroller is to count the internal clock pulses. Whenever there is the clock pulse to the timer hardware module in 8051 microcontroller, it produces the increment in the register content. Now the question is, what is the frequency of this clock pulse? So the answer is, the timer operating frequency is always crystal oscillator frequency divided by 12. In our case, the crystal oscillator frequency is 11.059 MHz. Hence, the timer frequency is 921.6 kHz. The timer module in 8051 microcontroller get controlled by two control registers. One is TMOD and another one is TCON.
TMOD register, timer counter mode control register, is a 8-bit register used to set various timer operation modes. Bit number 0 to 3 is used to select the timer modes for timer 0 and bit number 4 to 7 for timer 1. To set the mode of timer, we use bit number M0 and M1. Since these are 2-bit, total possible combinations are 4. So 4 modes are there. Mode 0 is a 13-bit timer mode, mode 1, 16-bit timer mode, mode 2, 8-bit auto reload mode, and mode 3 is a split timer mode. In this video, I will discuss all these 4 different modes in detail with you. Bit number 2 and bit number 6. If this bit is 1, that means the counter operation gets selected. If it is 0, the timer operation gets selected. Bit number 2 controls the timer 0 and bit number 6 timer 1. So if the bit number 2 is 1, that means timer 0 will act as a counter. And if it is 0, then the timer will act as a normal timer. Bit number 6, if it is 1, then timer 1 will act as a counter. And if it is 0, it will act as a timer. Bit number 3 and 7, that's a gate bit. To understand the gate bit operation, we have to first see the internal structure of timer in 8051 microcontroller. Let's say this one is a timer. XTAL oscillator divided by 2 is the frequency given to this hardware module. If this frequency is selected, that means the hardware module is acting as a timer. That means it counting the internal clock pulses. if C/T bit is 1, then this particular hardware module will act as a counter. In that case, it will count the external event on pin 3.2, that is T0. Now, to turn on this hardware module, either to count the internal clock pulse or external events, we have one bit called TR0. TR0, timer 0 on, turn on timer 0. So when gate pin is logic 0, output of this NOT gate is 1, and what may ever be the status of on INT0 pin. INT0, these are external pins, external interrupt pins of 8051. So if INT0 bar pin is, it would be 0 or 1, the output will always remain 1 here because it's a OR gate. That means the full control is on TR0. So if TR0 is 0, this hardware module will off. If TR0 is 1, this hardware module will get turned on. But when the gate is 1, the output of NOT gate here, it would be 0. Now, in this case, the timer module will get turned on only when the INT0 bar is 1 and TR0 bar is 1. If it is 1, 0 or with 1, 1. If it is 1, 1 and with 1, 1, then only it will get status 1 and this hardware module will get turned on. So that is the use of gate pin, gate bit in TMOD register. If gate bit is 0, TRX, here X can be 0 or 1. So TR0 or TR1. If it is 1, the timer will get turned on. If gate is 1, then the external interrupt should be 1 and the TR0 should be 1, TR0 or TR1 should be 1, then only the timer will get turned on. Similar is true for timer 1. This diagram is for timer 0, this one is for timer 1. The operation is same in both the cases for timer 0 and timer 1. TCON register, timer counter control register. In this register, bit number 4 to 7 are used for timer operations. Bit number 0 to 3 are related to interrupt, and we will not discuss about this bit here. So bit number 4 and 6 are timer run control bit. If bit 4 is 1, then timer 0 is turned on. If bit 6 is 1, then timer 1 is turned on. TF0 and TF1, these are the status bit or timer 0 overflow flag bits. TF, timer overflow flag bit. These two bits get logic 1. These two are the status bit. These two bits will get logic 0 if there is no timer overflow, and if there is a timer overflow, this bit will get status as a logic 1. We know that the timer operating frequency is nothing but the crystal oscillator frequency divided by 12. Hence, the timer operating frequency that we get is 921.6 kilohertz. If we take the inverse of this term, we get the clock period, which is 1.085 microsecond. That means after every 1.085 microsecond, the timer get incremented by 1. When the second clock period is counted by the timer register, it get the total delay of 2 into 1.085 microsecond. For third clock period, 3 into 1.05 microsecond. So this is how the timer hardware module is used to generate a particular delay. Here you have to remember that for one count is nothing but 1.05 microsecond. Timer, to increment its value by 1, we required 1.05 microsecond. Hence, one count equals to 1.05 microsecond. Means more number of counts will give you more number of delay. So this is the basic principle of timer module to produce the delay.
Let's consider an example where I want to generate a 5 millisecond delay. Now the question is, what should be the value in TH and TL register to generate a 5 millisecond delay? As we know that one count is nothing but 1.05 microsecond delay. So how much count will produce a 5 millisecond delay? The answer is 4608 number of count. Since the working of timer module is it count the clock period and the counter is up counter. That's why we have to load the value in TH and TL register, which is maximum count minus this 4608. Since we are talking here about the mode 1 where the timer is 16-bit timer, in that case the maximum count possible by this register is 65536 in decimal, FFFF in hex. So maximum value 65536 minus 4608, that gives us 60928. This decimal value, if we convert it into hex, the value is EE00. Now this value you have to load into TH and TL register. Now once we load this value EN00 to these two register and we turn on the timer will start counting from this initial position EE002, EE01, EE02, likewise up to FFFF. Now this number of count is nothing but 4608. Okay, here is the simple formula to obtain the value that we need to load into the timer register to produce a particular time delay. Timer generated delay, that the delay that you want to produce, divided by 1.05 microsecond. This value you have to subtract it from the maximum count value 65536. The obtained number, it is in decimal format. You have to convert it into hex format, and now that value you have to load to the timer register. Now the question is, what should be the value in TH and TL register if you want to generate a 1 second delay? We have seen that if you are in mode 1, that is the 16-bit timer mode, the maximum delay you can generate is 71.1 millisecond. Now here is, we have to generate the delay of 1 second. So to generate a 1 second delay, we can do this simple operation. If I make 5 millisecond delay in a loop 200 times, it will lead us to the delay of 1 second. So what you have to do is, you have to load the value EE00 to TH and TL register. This value will produce the delay of 5 millisecond, and somehow in your code you have to make it in a loop of 200 iterations. So 200 multiplied by 5 millisecond will give us 1 second delay. So this is how you can generate a 1 second delay using timer delay. You can use timer hardware module in 8051 microcontroller to produce a square wave. Suppose here is the one question. I want to generate a 100 kilohertz square wave using timer. In that case, what should be the value in TH and TL register? Since the square wave frequency is 100 kilohertz, so the time period would be 10 microsecond. The total time period is 10 microsecond. in square wave for t by 2 times, for t by 2 time logic 1 would be there, and t by 2 time logic 0 would be there. So this delay you have to produce, which is of value t by 2, that comes out to be 5 microsecond. Now we want to generate a delay of 5 microsecond. So again, using this simple formula, you can find out the value that we need to load to TH and TL register. Here it is FFFB. So in your code you have to write first supply logic 1 to the port pin, then call delay, timer delay. It will produce a delay of 5 microsecond. Then you make that pin, port pin, logic 0, again call delay, and make this in a while one loop. That will produce a delay of 100, that will produce a square wave frequency of 100 kilohertz to the particular port pin.